The idea to design this restaurant was not only to add glamour to any space. It's also about how you can uplift the dead-looking building and how people can recognize this as a landmark. So as a designer, what we do is we study the context and what all the area, what kind of standard of living is there, and what all connectivity you have, because that connectivity and the standard from where the people are going to approach that building is very important. And in that sense, we are going to have a concept so that people will be more inclined to visit this restaurant, and as a design and as an experience particularly. So our main intention to design is also going to be in a manner so that people can have good time when they are approaching this. That festivities is going to be an important character if we look at this restaurant. And in addition to that, because this is a Asian food serving, the cuisine is Asian. So in that sense, we will be adding or taking hints from various cultures of Asian countries, for example, Vietnamese roofing, for example, or maybe the light fixtures because of the Lantern Festival. Or maybe we'll be also taking cues from the materials, the rustic finishes, and lots of plantation because it's a tropical climate in India, and we want people to be very comfortable regarding the environment where they are sitting. So that temperature regulation and adding water body, for example, will also add character to the overall space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also think of a character, how we can make this building and the facade more interesting and more amusing for people to visit, making it them more curious. So जब लोग वहाँ enter करने वाले होंगे, उससे पहले people will be more inclined to visit. Definitely food quality and food taste is one factor which is not in our designer's hand, but as a designer of restaurant, we have to consider all those characters when we are planning. So let's take a look how I approach the facade design. So why a restaurant is so important in our lives? That is the first question you get when you're designing a space of restaurant. When I visit the site, I generally look at various possibilities of the client, what is their intention for the number of seating, or maybe regarding the front side, what they might be looking for as a point of attraction. We also look at the site in detail for the security and safety which we want the customers to feel. We want the customers to feel secured. We discuss various strategies to decide on details and material procurements. We generally look at these restaurants as space where people can have fun. These are kind of entertainment spaces. We want them to be very comfortable. So our overall intention to design these places not only involves the space planning, but also the materials which the customers, the clients will feel when they are at this space. We discuss various options of orienting the seating. We discuss the type of material which will occupy our roofing or ceiling, where the billing counter will come, where the efficiency of waiters, the serving, how the plates will be coming out, how the food will be coming out of the kitchen and will be served. While I design this interesting, intricate facade, I'll look at the option of various angles through which a visitor will be looking at these elements. Regarding the zoning, we plan the space starting from the entrance, keeping a space for waiting area, then the dining experience, the backside of a restaurant, that is kitchen, the washroom or the staff zone. We also look for opportunities such that open windows or live kitchen, or maybe spaces for private dining. With this, we also think of ideas through which music or nice sounds can be generated and how things will look from the front. Because this restaurant was supposed to be Asian food, Asian themed food restaurant. We kept elements of curiosity at various corners and places. For example, there were lots of plants which we were planning. There were a lot of civil work and planning which goes into considering these elements when we design. The mood board or the material palette is also very important when we plan the overall space, so that people who are going to come can have good time looking at those small details. The lighting plays a very important role. People will be looking at the food. It should look aesthetic. So the drama of lighting is very important. We place the lighting fixtures in such a manner that the overall each and every element is highlighted and can have their own emphasized, and they can have their own identity when someone is looking at it. The idea to design restaurant is not only about designing a space. Being a public space, it's very important that we develop them in such a manner that a great experience can be generated in that small space. It's also the art of developing these spaces which enhances and limits our creativity, adding a touch of art into our design. That's how we plan for the overall restaurant. Please do follow us to know more about our projects and something interesting or some interesting projects which we are working on. See you in the next video. Thank you.